Hey guys, what's going on? This is Ed. Welcome back. Hope you've got your gloves on because we're digging for hot garbage. So, to be real, there's absolutely no way that I'm going to be able to top this episode. This is the equivalent of like prematurely peaking. Like I can't do any worse than this. This is, well, the very worst song that I have by the worst artist that I have. Now, to be fair, and we really should be fair, this should not just be a bashing session because I'm no good at that anyway. I'm a pretty positive guy. Richard Simmons is one of the most incredible humanitarians the world has ever known. He really cares about people. He loves people. That's the whole reason for his being. It explains everything about him. It's the reason that he went into the aerobics industry. And it's the reason that he became as successful as he was. He is taking a well-deserved retirement now, and I hope he's enjoying his life. He certainly deserves to be retired. And for people to stop looking for him, hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, leave him alone. You'd want to be left alone too. Just saying. But he has given of himself in ways that most people haven't. He's the most selfless individual that I can possibly imagine. So he's done absolutely incredible things for people, just incredible. He has been known to personally respond to mail. He's been known to be there for people and really get involved with them and really legitimately care. There's a lot to be said for that. I mean, Richard Simmons is genuinely a wonderful, wonderful human being. I think if there were more people like Richard Simmons, I think we'd probably all be better off. Having said that, absolutely none of us, no matter how wonderful we are perfect. We all make mistakes. In 1980, Richard devised an album, a workout album. Not particularly unusual for the time. But Richard devised it in kind of a unique way, wherein he would have, there it is, thank you. He would, I don't know why it's up there so soon, but there it is. What are you going to do? But he devised an album wherein the songs and the workouts would be indivisible, where they would work together. This had not happened before. And to this end, he hired Bruce Roberts, who's written for everybody, just an incredible songwriter, and Ollie Willis, who has also written for everyone. But he hired them, along with Hank Medris and Dave Appel, as producers. But he hired those two songwriters to come in and write songs that were specifically fit to Richard's workout routines. Music and lyric fit together in order to create these routines. And the album, it's really very novel, because the songs were specifically written to these routines. Nobody else had done that before, and I don't think anybody else has done it since, not even Richard. But along with the album, there came this workout book. Oh, there's the front of it now. And it's got a number. I think it's got like 7 pages. I think 7 or 8 pages. I forget. I'd have to take a look at it again. But it's got all these routines laid out, along with kind of, a pump you up kind of messages from Richard along the way. The intro for it, the introductory message, is absolutely hilarious. But this whole thing is designed so that the music and the workouts are indivisible from one another. They are inextricably linked, if you will. And he sings all over the album. In fact, he mentions in the intro that Elektra Records cut a check so that he would go get voice lessons. So he would be able to do what he was trying to do with this album. So a very noble enterprise, good idea, great idea even. But there is a problem. And we're going to address that problem right now. There is a song on the end of the album. Look, there's the single cover. I actually ordered that. I didn't have it. And I went looking online for a halfway decent image of it that I could fix. I generally go to Discogs and I'll grab an image that they have and I'll clean it up and I'll use it. Or sometimes I have it myself and I'll use my own. Or if there isn't one that exists, as you have seen often, I'll just create it. But in this particular instance, I was actually in the middle of creating a custom image, a custom sleeve for this. And then I found out that there was a real sleeve. And I didn't have it, and there was no good picture online for it, so I went to Discogs.com. Everyone should go there. I went to Discogs.com. They should sponsor me, darn it, as much as I use them. But I went there, and I found one from Catesville Records, and I bought it. And I got it here, and it's in just incredible condition. Doesn't look like it's ever even been touched. And I think I spent like $6 for it. It wasn't expensive at all. But it was worth it to me because we need to dive into this song. This song is very different from everything else on the record. So I'll tell you what, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and listen to this song. And I'll probably talk a bit through it, so don't be too upset with me. But we need to discover what about this is hot garbage. Now, of course, you can probably imagine on the surface what the problem would be. Just the idea of Richard Simmons singing might be enough of an issue to call it hot garbage. But to be honest with you, that's not the real problem here. So we're going to go ahead and listen to this and kind of break it down and figure out kind of what's wrong with it. What is it that really makes it hot garbage? So I've got it queued up over here. So let's go ahead and listen in 3, 2, 1.
I guess you're saying to yourself, well, why is this time any different? Well, because this time you're stronger, and you're really gonna do great. Just start believing in you. You must do it for you this time.
I had to.
No one means more than you this time. Oh, you know, if you care.
You hear the problem already?
The dreams you touch will happen.
Other than the fact that he really likes Barbra Streisand.
You must live for yourself this time.
He's so Barbara.
Hiding deep inside that comes alive with
the music is very nice.
And this time,
nice chord changes.
You can love the hurt away of all the times you've tried.
It's nice, isn't it? Tell the truth. What's that, a real chord change? 3 more.
This time.
Listen to the way it gets back to the verse.
You must care about you this time.
Why did he write a real song? Bruce Roberts wrote a real
With your
song.
heart this time. Don't you know that for every change there might be pain inside?
This lyric
you.
is
But this time,
just.
you can love the
What is it about?
away of all the
Do you know?
times
I don't know.
tried. 'Cause in your heart you're here to stay.
Richard's trying real hard here.
For you
Bless his heart.
this time.
His intonation is just not good. He needed more time. You can't just learn to sing quickly. Just can't.
You've got all the time in the world. It's all right there in the palm of your hand. But you see, every moment's gotta count.
It's just, what is this about? It's a good arrangement. The production is good. But the lyric means nothing. It's nothing. Time.
This time.
I can't. I can't, and neither could he. Oh. There's nothing wrong with the music. It's a nice, sweet ballad. The sound effects I could do without. That's a little silly, but I get it. It's kind of intending to be a bit anthemic. It's well written, musically speaking. But you see the problem, right? I mean, you heard the lyric just like I did. You were here. You heard the whole thing. Like, what is it about? I mean, the whole album is about losing weight. You know, like, get off your duff and lose weight. This song, what is it about? I mean, it could be about anything. Now, okay, to be fair, so they decided they were going to release this as a single. And I guess they wanted it to stand apart from the rest of the record. But the problem is, it's so benign. I mean, what's the beginning of it when he talks? I guess you're saying to yourself, why is this time any different? Well, because you're stronger and you're really going to do great. What am I going to do great at, Richard? Just start believing in you. Why? I don't even know what this is. You must do it for you this time. Do what? No one means more than you this time. Why? You know, etc., etc. It doesn't mean anything. If you care enough, the dreams you touch will happen. What is it? What? What am I dreaming? You're not... what? It's not about anything. That is what makes the song truly hot garbage. It's nothing. It's a bunch of nothing. It's just be all you can be. Pablum. It's nothing. It's a smile at a dog on a Saturday afternoon. It's about nothing. That is my problem with it. Yes, fine, of course. Richard Simmons can't really sing all that well. We know that. That, of course. Bless his heart. That's not the important thing. But if the song were about something, and it's all the more insulting when you consider the fact that the music is actually very good. Like, the song itself is written well. There's lots of interesting chord changes in it. The arrangement is good for the time. It's a solid, substantial song played by real musicians. I mean, the studio cats are on this song. They're on the entire record. I mean, they put money behind this. But the lyric just murders it. I mean, I don't know what Ollie Willis was thinking. I really don't. Like, you know, may she rest in peace and all that good stuff, honestly. And she's written some really, really great songs. This is not one of them. Like, it's about nothing. I know I keep saying it, but it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. And for a song to come off of an album like this, it should be about something. And it's just not. That's what makes it repellent. It's not even so much Richard singing it. He fights with it, and he kind of gets it done. His intonation isn't great because he's not quite sure how to hit the notes, and he's trying to do so. And, you know, you can tell where the edits are, and he's trying, though, you know. It's a noble attempt, but the words that he's being forced to put across, And I mean, based on the credits on the album, if you look, the songs are written by Bruce Roberts and Ollie Willis with Richard Simmons. So that leads one to believe that probably what happened is that Bruce and Ollie had conversations with Richard. And from those conversations, Ollie got her ideas for lyrics. And then she went off and wrote the lyrics. I think that's a reasonable assumption, because Richard is not a songwriter, and it's not even shown that he's a songwriter, although he does have a publishing company listed called Why Are You Fat, which I love. Who doesn't love Richard Simmons' sense of humor? But the lyric is just, it's about absolutely nothing, and so that to me is what sends the song from unpleasant to hot garbage. It should be about something. And because it isn't, there's no way into it. So anyway, I know I feel better. I hope you do too, although I have a feeling I've probably ruined your day because you have now listened to this pablum with me. And for that, I sincerely apologize, but at least you heard some really cool chord changes, right? I mean, it wasn't a total disaster. But it has been hot garbage, and it has been my pleasure to share it with you. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. It's much appreciated. If you like this video, tell me that you did. Hit the thumbs up. You know the one. Hit the bell so you can see when new videos come out. There's always going to be something new. If you didn't like this video, tell me that too. But don't hit thumbs down because you didn't like the song. That's not my fault. I didn't write the song. I'm just here complaining about it. It's what I do. At least on this series, it's what I do. But at any rate, if you want to talk about this, I respond to every comment. You've seen me do it. I would love to have a dialogue about the disaster that is This Time by Richard Simmons. So please, by all means, have at it, and I'll respond. We can all have a laugh, right? That's really what this is about, just having a laugh over something that just doesn't work. So anyway, as I have now said, this will now be the third time that I'm thanking you for watching. All the socials are in the description beneath. Again, as I've said before, I mostly play on Twitter, so come play with me there. And I've got something else coming up juicy and delicious for you very, very soon. But until that happens, as we always say here at Hot Garbage, keep listening to bad music.